everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today I'm back with another installment in my vinyl collection series where I go over my whole collection, 10 random records at a time. So yeah, we're going to go over these 10 records gauntlet style as usual. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you like, and if you've already been subbed, welcome back. Let's hop right into these records. So since it's October, I wanted to start it off with a random festive type release, and I got like a Halloween record, Ghostly Sounds. So this is one of those random compilations of, like random background music for, a haunted house or something like that. So it's got a lot of screams and creaking houses and all those kind of things just in time for, Halloween. And this is one I found at a thrift store for like $1, but look at the art. I mean, it's so cool. So that's why I picked it up. I actually haven't spun this yet, but for $1, I mean, even if it's like not that interesting, I just thought the artwork was like really cool. And it was released on like Peter Pan Records, so it has nice like original labeling there, which is really cool. And this one, again, basic kind of like, spooky haunted house kind of themes, which I kind of like to have just to throw on during Halloween, just like I like having Christmas records for Christmas time. So if you guys know of any like cool ones that I should pick up, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear. Moving right along, I have a collaborative album that I feel like doesn't get talked about too much. It's kind of obscure, I guess, but the Octopus Project and Black Moth Super Rainbow over here. This is a cool one, The House of Apples and Eyeballs. Now, this is like kind of like a one-off collab that they did, and, Tom Feck kind of just exploring his influences on this one. I mean, it sounds like Black Moth, but more like a psychedelic twist to it. And it came with like a really weird inner sleeve. It's got like the, that image there. But the record itself is like really cool. It's a blue with white splatter, which looks awesome. The labeling's really cool. It matches, everything pretty nicely. But yeah, this is a really cool pressing. I picked it up for kind of cheap. I mean, I saw it at my local record store. I wasn't really sure what it was, and I saw Black Moth Super Rainbow was attached to it, and yeah, I had to grab it. There's a couple decent tracks on here. Nothing like really super urgent to hear, but if you're like a huge Black Moth fan, I mean, you probably want to check this out if you haven't heard it yet. And next up, we're going to go through a few Ty Segall records, pretty much all my favorite Ty Segall records. So starting off with the self-titled, the debut here. This one I do enjoy, even though it is a little bit more rough around the edges compared to some of the other ones, but I think there are some good tracks on here. And this was a limited reissue through Castleface Records, so it's pretty cool looking. I forget how many there are. I think it's 500, but it's like a teal and white color in color. It kind of looks like toothpaste. It's really, really cool. Love the labeling on this one too. And yeah, I mean, this one was like out of print and it was like a limited reissue, so I'm not really quite sure how many there are of this album. Next up, I got my favorite Ty Segall album, that's Lemons. Yeah, this one just pretty much expanding on everything he did in the first one, a little bit better. I like the songs on this one. A lot of fun energy, and this is a limited pressing here through Newberry Comics, and the vinyl itself looks really cool. It's called the Tiger's Eye pressing, so it looks like it's like a bronze, with like a black swirl in it. It's really cool. It's out of 500. So this one I saw, at a Newberry Comics. I had to get it because they were doing one of their flash sales. And last up for my Ty Segall collection, I have Melted. So, I think he did a really great run with those 3 records here. This one kind of taking it a little bit more down the rabbit hole. I like how punchy and thick a lot of these songs are. It's like really sludgy garage rock. So, yeah. And this one was a Newberry Comics exclusive as well. It's like really nice orange with some like milky streaks in it, almost like a white swirl. It looks really, really cool. I believe this one was out of 500 as well. And this one came with a poster too. So it's pretty cool living near Newberry Comics and being able to grab these presses when they have like flash sales in their stores. Next up, we got 1999 from Prince, classic Prince record over here. Nothing too flashy about this pressing. I did pick it up right around the time that he had passed away. So I got pretty lucky on this one. It was kind of hard to find. And look at this. It came with the original inner sleeves, which this is awesome. Love the art direction on this project. I mean, look at the labels. It's really cool. Just that Prince's eye like peeking right at you. And yeah, this is just like an original Warner Brothers pressing. It's in decent condition, so I forget what I paid for it, but I did find it in store. And here's the other inner sleeve, pretty awesome. So another great image on that one. So, more credits on the back there. Next up, we're going to move into a couple Deerhunter albums. First one is going to be Fading Frontier. So probably the last Deerhunter record that I really got a lot of enjoyment out of. I did not prefer the last one that they released, but you know, this one's decent. Definitely not their best album. This is a cool pressing though. It does have, this was a first pressing, and it's got like, you know, the die cut jacket there with the artwork that comes out. And it's a really nice thick pressing. It's 180 gram black vinyl here. So I love like the really cool like rusty kind of labeling on that as well, matching the cover art. And next up is my favorite Deerhunter record. I think I finally came to terms with that recently, and that's Microcastle. I love this album. This is like quintessential, you know, early 2000s indie rock right here. This record is phenomenal. I still feel like Deerhunter's an underappreciated band overall, which is really unfortunate because they're so fantastic. Their discography is so diverse. So here's the inner sleeve here. This is a really nice pressing. I mean, I had to have this, and it does come with Weird Era Continued on it as well. Here's the first record here, so just standard black, you know, got the nice orange labeling there, but yeah, really cool how they secretly released Weird Era Continued along with this record, and that one's like awesome too. So here's side C and D. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, that's secretly one of the best shoegaze records of the modern day, but, you know, it doesn't really get a lot of love in that way. Next up here, I got Forced Witness by Alex Cameron, another songwriter that I really, really enjoy. He's really fun live, too. I caught him up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, up at a really small, nice venue, and it was just such a great time. I mean, his band was tight. He was really funny. I mean, really engaging with the crowd. I mean, it was just such a fun show overall. And this is a limited white pressing. I mean, you know, awesome, awesome. Everything I'd want out of, you know, this presentation for a physical release here to match that cover. And here's the original inner sleeve as well. So yeah, this is a great record. I mean, so many great songs on here. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think this guy will be appreciated more into the future. And last up for this record update, I got ESPIRIT, virtua.zip, sorry. Yeah, so this is George Clanton. This is like before he was, you know, his George Clanton's, you know, his own name. And yeah, this was like the first record that I actually heard of his music, and it caught me at a weird time because I was like very, very into the vaporwave scene, but when I had heard this, it didn't really fit in with all the like 30-minute long slowed down ambient tracks that I was listening to, so I kind of ignored it a little bit. And here's the pressing. It's blue and like an atomic splatter. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it looks so cool. Yeah. But this one is really fun, actually. You know, I've revisited it a decent amount over the past couple of years, and it's fun just to put on and then just like chill out to. You know, kind of like zone out music. But I do enjoy it. You know, fun beats on this one. So yeah, that's going to do it for this installment of my vinyl collection series. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back soon with yet another one. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and share, and if you want more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Peace.